University of Phoenix in 2010?
Yeah, I think that was the year. Yeah.
Why did you want to do that?
Honestly, when I was coming up, I went to UC Davis.
Yeah.
And I just thought that's what coaching was about. I thought it was you stay at a program forever and you get a degree and you teach and you get a retirement from the school. So that's what I thought coaching was. Coach Biggs was there forever.
Yeah.
Coach Morosky, that's at College of Idaho, was there forever. Coach Lou Bronson was our defensive coordinator. He was there forever. So I just thought that's what coaching was. I didn't know the moves were involved and all that stuff. So I was a little naive. My mom always wanted me to get a master's degree.
Yeah.
So there was a couple reasons I did it, and I thought that's what you did in coaching, and then I owed it to my mom. She sacrificed a lot for me throughout the years. She had me at 15 years old and raised me as a single mother, so if that's what she wanted from me, then I wanted to make sure that I was able to get my master's.
But couldn't you have gotten it at Southern Utah?
Yeah, I could have. It would have. I had to take the test and all that.
Oh, okay.
And I wanted to get it over with.
Yeah.
I wanted to get it done quick, and I didn't want to lose too much of my much of the structure of school. So did it early and got it done quick.
What was it like though? Graduate. I mean, this is a thing that was kind of, I guess, in some ways like a promise or whatever to your mom, to finish it. And what was that emotions like?
I don't know. It's weird. I've been always a person that you do things and you move on to the next challenge, and it sucked for a while.
I bet.
You're trying to coach full time and do that on the side, and it was not fun. It was some long nights and a lot of sacrifice, and we had a kid at the time, so it wasn't easy. But at the end of the day, it was done. It was over, and haven't used it, so that sucks. But I'm sure it helped.
You got it though. Do you have the frame in your office?
I don't know where it's at. I think my wife has it somewhere. So
worked all that time. You got to put it up somewhere.
Again, I just kind of move on.
I guess.
I actually put the first picture of my wife. She bought it for us for our anniversary, and so I have a picture of her in my office now. So again, I just come to work.
She was probably pissed walking into your office, be like, dude, where's the reminder? Come on.
She's been with me 16 years, so she kind of knows how I am.
That's all. What I've heard you talk a couple times about your mom working 12, 15-hour days to support you and stuff. What did that teach you or instill in you?
Just the sacrifice it takes to provide for your family. It's not always going to be easy. It's not always going to be ideal where you get a chance to be there with them all the time. But at the end of the day, the work pays off. It builds them more opportunities that they can have in the future that you didn't have. And so I think that's the biggest thing is it sucks sometimes. You don't have all the relationships you might want to, but when you bust your butt and you work hard, you get rewarded and you're able to pay for that in your family. And again, my kids are going to have better opportunities than I had. And I had a lot better opportunities than my mom had. And so that's something that definitely always sticks with me is there's a lot of sacrifice involved, but at the end of the day, I know why I'm doing it, and I know my family are going to have some opportunities that I didn't get a chance to do.
When you were going through your time at UC Davis and, your early coaching days when you're not making much money, you had a son at that time. How hard were some of those days?
It's weird. You don't really think about it. You find a way. I mean, it's just like anything in life. When you got a goal and you want to get something done, you just find ways to do it. And I wouldn't have been able to do it with my life partner without Amanda. She held down the house. She went to school. She has her master's in accounting. So she supported me when I was going to school and we had a kid. She worked full time, and then when I got a job and I worked full time, then she went to school.
Wow.
So she got her master's in accounting, and so she helped. If it wasn't for her, it probably wouldn't have went the way it went. But we were able to feed off each other, and now we're both educated and got 5 kids now.
That's so cool.
And we're able to go. So again, you find a way. If it's important to you, you're gonna find a way to do it. If it's not important to you, you're gonna find excuses why you can't do it. And so it was important to us, and
awesome.
we found a way to do it.
I've read a couple different stories, and I don't really know the complete truth of it. How the heck did you get started in coaching again? It was Coach Scangarella. He was at UC Davis, but then he gets a job at Southern Utah right around Christmas. He calls you, says, come to Southern Utah, you got a job, you go, and then he stays at Davis?
Yeah, pretty much. That's exactly what happened. It was about 3 days later, and he said, I think you got a job, but you might want to call Lamb. And Lamb is a phenomenal coach and phenomenal man. And he said, well, I interviewed you and on the phone, and I offered you the job, so you still got it if you want it. And so I was fortunate enough to be able to go out there and fly out there in January or December, meet the team, and then I actually had to come back and finish school. So I had like 21 credits in like 3 months I had to finish.
What? How's that possible?
Summer or weekend classes.
Oh my God.
Coach Lou Bronson has helped me out. Our defensive coordinator helped me out with the internship. So it was it was a lot of stuff, but got it done. And again, if it's something that you want to get done, you'll find a way.
That was before online classes too.
Yeah, it was. So yeah, we went to like 3 different colleges, JCs. There was one in Richmond, Contra Costa. There was one in Sac City. So you're just kind of bouncing around trying to find classes, and if it's on the weekends or nights or whatever. So
how did Coach Scangarello even think of you to be a coach? Like, did you express interest, or was he just like, Demario's got a chance in coaching, I'm going to give him this opportunity?
Yeah, I think one was I hurt my knee my senior year of basketball.
Yeah.
And so I didn't start school like with everyone else in August. I started in January. So Coach Eddie Wilson from Fairfield High actually had me coach basketball that first year. And I caught the bug. And so I coached basketball the whole time I played football. So I would leave practice and then go coach basketball at nighttime. So I coached high school basketball my 4 years of college football. And so he knew that. He knew I wanted to be a coach. And I thought I was going to be a high school head coach when I was done. And then I got injured again in college, and so I kind of took a role like an assistant coach player, and so he saw me in that light, and he knew I wanted to get into coaching, and so him and actually Coach Borowski was the first one that said, hey,
really?
I think you can be good at this if you really want to do it, and so it all kind of worked out.
Wait, so you're a college football player and a high school basketball coach?
Yeah. We got some pretty good teams too.
Really?
Yeah, we got a chance to play against. We coached against Damian Lillard in an All-Star game.
What?
And, yeah, it was a cool experience.
That's sick.
And again, if it wasn't for my wife taking that, because again I wasn't home. Worked a job. I worked a job plus coach plus played football, and so it was hard on her, but she was working full time, so she. Luckily, we had a lot of family support too. So.
All right, football thing. How the hell did you guys find Marion McCoy? I mean, out of high school, this guy was basically a football basketball player. Didn't really know what he was gonna do. Goes to Laney. Did you just have connections at Laney and kind of found him through that? Yeah,
Coach Beam's awesome. We've had a good connection, but Coach DeAndre Cooper, our recruiting guy, helped us out with that. I actually met Marion in spring of the year, and I actually thought, I was like, this dude's legit. I don't think we're gonna have a chance to get him. And then all of a sudden, Coop brings him back up. I'm like, he doesn't have anything? He's like, nope, just us and Fresno.
What?
And I was like, well, let's go get him. So built that relationship back up. We already had one. He's from my area, so we kind of had that rapport a little bit, and then we just told him what it was, and he liked what we did, and to his testament, he has goals in this game, and he saw the path that we could help him with, and he's done a great job. He's gained 16 pounds of muscle, and that was one of the biggest things we talked about, and so he's coming along, and I cannot wait to see what he is in a year down the road.
That's awesome.